Hey everyone. So it has been so long since I've actually gotten on and done videos. But I want to kind of jump back in. I want to get into doing something like once a month at least that is kind of interactive. I want to try out the Facebook like chats to see if, or the rooms to where then you can kind of interact with everyone versus just me talking and people messaging, messages and stuff like that. I feel like it would be a really fun way to kind of like do a party or even just kind of go through a tutorial so then people can ask questions in real time versus me having to try to read them or miss them or whatever. So I really want to try that. Super excited too. This week's challenge for tomorrow is a gold and green eye look. So I figured I'd hop on, video one, get some pictures so that way I have something to post for you guys. But I'm going to use these colors. So we got a super glitter, some sparkles, a matte, so it should turn out really well. And surprisingly, green really goes well with my blue eyes. So I was always kind of shocked at that, but last time I did some green, it was amazing. So we're going to try it again. So we're going to go with Stay Golden, which is matte. We have Emerald City, Atlantic, which is a beauty, and Graceland. So Graceland we're going to use as like an eyeliner-ish type, and I'll show you guys how to do that. Atlantic is a little finicky. Aries is the same way, which is another one of my favorite colors, but it can be very kind of matted down to get it. So it's like super, it's not like not a very bold, but it's very beautiful. So we'll try a couple other things to try to get it, out of its shell to say, but our main, green factor is going to be Emerald City. So let's get started. Let's get some brushes going. I got my brush cleaner handy. I also have my tile handy as well as my microfiber. Okay, so these are all going to be helpful in making sure when I'm doing the colors, swapping them out, that it's going to be a nice transition on them. So those are always great items to have when you're using your Seint. And I mean, you're just doing makeup in general, honestly. Let's see. So I'm going to have a couple brushes here. I'm going to use my multitasker to do the lining of Graceland. And then I'm going to use my regular just eyeshadow brush for the rest. So we're going to start by cleaning them both. Oh my gosh, look at this. Hot mess. But these are what these are for. So, and I also always recommend buying these in bulk on Amazon is amazing for this kind of stuff. Seint has some amazing ones. Like, I mean, they are like butter soft, amazing. I save those for my washing my face. I do not use them on my brushes because they are just too good for that. So pick up a bunch of these like on Amazon. You can buy like 50 for like 20 bucks. It's just a great way to keep your brushes clean and not have to keep replacing like the more expensive ones that feel so much better on your skin. So that is kind of a little money saving tip. I need all the ones I can get because I like to spend money a lot. So also while I'm on here, I figured I would share some really random facts about myself because maybe some of you guys are new or some of you know me well, but I'm a weirdo. So sometimes people know me for a long time and really don't know every little weird thing about me. So I figured I'd share that today because I gotta tell you, I got some really random things that I'm just like, some of them are deep, some of them are ridiculous, Some of them just downright weird. But the great thing is I've never had it to where someone hasn't been like a little bit weird with me, which is nice. So look how much came off of that. This side of, this side of my brush. Yeah, look how clean that is now. So you want to clean your brushes. I like to clean mine pretty often. I do a deep clean, like, should do it once a month. I don't feel like I have because I haven't really been makeuping a lot. But a deep clean with like Dawn dish soap is good. And then brush cleaner in between. It's wonderful stuff. It smells so good. Man, my eyes look so blue today. I'm digging this a lot. Okay. All right, we're going to get started on the color look. This is also nice. You can use, I actually like to spray it with some of this. So then it's cleaning as well as swiping off the other stuff. But we're not going to really talk about that much. Okay, so let's look at my rainbow hair. It is fading because random fact, am lazy when it comes to hair. And, you know, my lady said, hey, you need to wash it in cold water. Well, guess who doesn't like cold showers in the winter? This girl. So, yeah, it's fading probably faster than it should because of that. But it still looks cool as hell. And I'm 42 years old, and I still like to just do outrageous shit. So, our mats are very powdery. Some people like to tap, some people like to blow. I usually don't do either. I kind of just go in on my lid. I'm going all over with Stay Golden and just kind of blend it in. And then once I'm done, I'll kind of like blow my compact because I don't know about you guys. I don't think this is weird, but I don't like powder residue all over the place. I don't like it getting in my other colors. Oh wow, I got a sleeper, it looks like. There we go. I don't like it getting in my other colors. So I kind of do like a little quick blow. But we're just putting our base down right now. So Stay Golden, very pretty. Very natural. All right, so next up we are going to do our Emerald City. So I'm going to use the smaller side of my brush. Normally when I'm doing eyeshadow, I kind of use my fingers more than anything because I like real simple, real quick, which is another fun fact. But I think a lot of us these days do. Like, we're always looking for ways to make our life easier, right? And what I found with Seint is that I can do really pretty makeup using my fingers, using a few colors, and just like really quickly, which is something I absolutely love. So right now I'm kind of doing this upside down 7. For some reason I can do this eye way better than this eye. I don't know what it is. This one seems a little lazy. Like, I never noticed until I started putting on eyeshadow all the time that my eyes are weird and crooked and one's lazier than the other. And yeah, and one I'm easier and better at putting eyeshadow on than the other one. Yeah, very random. I don't know if anyone else is like that. So see how this one, it looks more like a triangle, whereas this one does look like an arrow, more like a carrot almost. Has some space there. Yeah. So a lot of times I like to just take a nice shimmer color like this and I will put my finger and just whoosh, swipe it. And what I love about that is it is so intense. So like if you're really going for bold, swiping is amazing, and it just really gets a lot of color on there. But I'm gonna try to make just kind of a I wouldn't even say subtle, but Just a fun little St. Patrick's Day look. I'm using my tile. Get that green off. You can see that green is really deep, really dark. And I don't feel that did what I wanted. So we'll just kind of use microfiber. Okay, so my next color is going to be this Atlantic. I'm going to kind of put that all over my lid here where this Emerald City is not. And I am going to use my finger for this, but remember I mentioned this one's kind of finicky. So I can rub this one a lot in. So it did give me kind of what I'm looking for. But see how that swiping motion just really makes that pop. Like it just makes that shimmer so much more extra than if you put it on with a brush. So again, I'm just kind of putting it over my lid. But so pretty. And it is not exactly doing what I thought it would do and be a lot more sheer. So I'm really happy about that. It made me look like a liar. But the swipe and press, like the press and swipe, oh, it is so the way to go to get those deep sparkles. Now, if you don't want deep sparkles, maybe you're like, tab, I love that color. Don't want all that pizzazz. You can tap it on, you can use your brush. The brush will definitely leave it a lot less shimmer like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to kind of darken this area here with some extra Emerald City. So I'm going to tap super lightly into it, okay? And we're just going to kind of go real light. And I open my eye like this because I have hooded eyes. And it's a lot harder to kind of see your eyeshadow when you have hooded eyes. Any of my other hooded ladies out there, you know what I'm talking about. And those that don't, oh, you're lucky. That's all I gotta say. So it just kind of gives you a nice little guide to see, okay, I need to bring it up a little bit, or okay, I went too far. But as you can see, like I said, this side definitely sticks out a little more than this side. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like this side is just lazier. I don't know. It's so ridiculous though. But that's okay. So another nice little tip is if you are trying to keep your colors kind of show like this transition-y blend, you want to kind of be light with your blending. So you are going to hold your brush like super far back and you're just going to lightly blend, because that's going to give, that's like automatically going to force you not to put too much pressure. So, because I feel like I've kind of blended my Atlantic a little too much in this area. So I'm going to go back and add a little more of that. Yeah. If you want it super sparkly, swipe. If you just want to add a little more just to give it a little something, you can tap it. Oh, so pretty. But do you see, like, I feel like green is so pretty with blue. I love it. Like, I feel like my eyes just look amazing. I always feel so nervous about eyeshadow though, because I feel like I can never get it perfect like some ladies. But practice makes perfect, and oh my gosh, I have glitter everywhere. I should have did this other trick that I was going to show you when I put on the Graceland. So Atlantic, you can see, definitely leaves a lot of sparkle. So should have did this first, but I have this HD powder from e.l.f. And basically it's a translucent powder. It is super fine, like powdery fine. So what you can do is you can kind of take a brush and I'm going to kind of just lightly put it under here. I'm not going to blend it, okay? Because what I want to do is if any of that glitter kind of falls, I should be able to just kind of brush it right off. Like it's going to slide right off. Almost like, you know, like sand or on a shuffleboard. I don't know if you know what that, but I know because my husband buys special sand for it. But yes, so we're going to leave that there for right now. And then we're just going to kind of brush it away when we're done. Because Graceland is a super glitter. So we want to be careful not to have it everywhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it into an eyeliner. And how we do that is with setting powder. Or setting spray, sorry. So I have my setting spray. Lots of companies make it. So you do not want to spray it into your eyeshadow. What you're going to want to do is kind of put your brush on your microfiber, right? And just spray the tip that we're going to use, okay? Now it's going to wet the tip really well, right? Super wet. So when we go in to this Graceland color, it's going to kind of pick it up and make it like a liner, like a slick liner. So let's see if I can make a straight line today. All right. So I'm terrible with liner normally. That's why I can't use like a liquid one. But I feel like with turning a eyeshadow into a liner, it's a little bit easier. You just kind of gonna follow a line right above your lash line. And we're going to dip back into there to finish it. And if you look, I am pulling my eyelid back because, well, kind of like pulling it taut because I have squishy eyelids. And I want it to be in the right spot. You can kind of wing it out a little if you wanted to. But so look how sparkly that is. And it is just using it as the liner. Now, if you don't want to do liner, we can do something else on this side. I'll show you. If we didn't want to do liner, we can always just kind of put it right in the corner here to really make our inner eyes pop. Now, a lot of folks do that to make their eyes look wider and brighter. So we can kind of just put it in here. And you go a little bit outside that corner. So it really draws like the light and the attention to the corner of your eye. So I'm just going to do that. You can just see I'm kind of just making a little spot here. So you can see that this is just catching that inner corner there, whereas this is really just over the top sparkle. No, I like over the top sparkle, so I like this way. But I like to show alternatives because not everyone, you might want to be a little glam, but not to the point where you don't feel like yourself. So, you know, putting a little sparkle some days is what we want, what we need. And other days, if we want to be over the top, then great, go over the top. But if you're comfortable with something like this, it's an easy little trick and it looks beautiful. All right, so now we still have this. We're going to wipe that away in a minute. But what I did not do, this part I'm super not great with, but we are going to brush this away. I'm actually just gonna brush this away with this. But so you see, it was really easy just to kind of brush that away because, and the great part is it's a powder, like a translucent type powder. So it's not going to ruin anything you've already done. It's just going to set it in even more and just kind of be able to help you get that off your face. Easy, the glitter. All right, so one of the things that I'm terrible at, and still to this day have to practice, is it's really fun to kind of go under your eyes a little bit with the colors you're using. It just kind of makes them, I don't know, it just makes it sticks out a little more, I feel like, and it's very pretty. Some girls can do it so fast. I'm in like awe because they're just like, and it looks amazing. Whereas me, I'm like going slow and making sure that I don't go like I have a whole eyeliner or eyeshadow under my eye and above. So it takes me a little bit. And there's definitely brushes you can use to make it easier. This other side of the multitasker brush is good for that because you can kind of, which, you know what? I'm actually going to use the multitasker brush and kind of go slowly. Now, the only thing about doing it with this is this feels a little pointier, okay? So it definitely isn't, it doesn't feel as good as if you're using the small side of your eyeshadow brush. Because this is a little bit, you know, fluffier, not as pointy. So also if you accidentally poke yourself, it's going to hurt a little bit more. But we're going to try it anyway. Because like I said, I have a really rough time doing this particular thing. So you really just kind of go along your lash line at the bottom. Most people go like 3/4 of the way with this color, their dark color. And you see how it just kind of really lined it a little bit. Also, the great thing about using an eyeshadow kind of to line your eyes is it is so much softer looking, which can also translate into younger looking, which who doesn't want to look younger? All right, so we have our Emerald City there, and you see it, I was able to go really tight up against that line. So the next one I will use is going to be Atlantic. This one may not show as well, but we're kind of just gonna finish off that line right there. Kind of connect it on what we didn't put to there. And I really can't tell a huge difference with that, but adding that emerald though really brought out my eyes. And as you can see, like I said before, I feel like green really can kind of do a little something for my blue eyes. I love it. I think it looks awesome. But so that's going to be our challenge this week. So I will post these tomorrow with the challenge. I love when you guys participate in them. So please, please, please make sure you do so. Check out the Facebook page. Actually the group. So just if you're not a part of it, you might want to get into it because it's pretty fun. But I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a fabulous week or weekend, whichever day it is. And don't forget to stay amazing and stay awesome. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.